I've been expecting medicine from Rablesk. What has happened? Rablesk. Rablesk is the first village, isn't it? So technically, I've opened the path, so they should bring your medicine now. That's not pleasant. My man Lux is not that ugly. Oh, what level is Lux? Let's try and find the level of Lux. He's level 9, and as I say, he's got Xanti's coats and pods. But he's got now. Okay, this is even more intriguing. I've got claws and extries of 2, whereas my boy Lux has his Xanti at 5 and coat at 8. So one has to question to a certain extent, how do I increase the numbers next to my items? And I don't. I honestly don't know. Have we been in here? I've lost track of where I've been and where I've not been. No, I don't think I've been in here. Yes, this is Gain's house, but he's gone to the House of Healing. And where would be the House of Healing? Give me an approximate direction. That'll do nicely. It's very difficult. This game is proving very difficult to answer questions with, simply because it's, it's not that Devil's Dare wasn't a good game, but I don't know. That one was oddly more easy to sort of, oddly easier even, oddly more easy. It's more easy. It's easy over, more easy over. If I didn't have to support, if I didn't have a family to support, I would have gone on travelling like you. Well, it's lucky my alien babies are nesting underground, ready for the untimely invasion of your Earth. Anyway, right. So we went round there. We went round there. That's my. I mean, it kind of looks like a 0. Kind of almost looks like it's T and a 0. 2. Would you like to come too? All right, let's check the inn, and we'll talk once more. Even though this is a bit of a waste of money, because technically, but I want to hear. Bless for me. There is no in jingle. There is no in jingle. I must admit, when I mentioned in jingles earlier, I had a nasty feeling I'd just been missing it each time. But no, apparently there is no in jingle. And I think you'll find I'm very terribly, very disappointed and very terribly, very distracted. It's always difficult to tell if how well the microphone picks things up, but I was looking away at the time, so it's possible my voice is going less and less and less and less and less. Oh, I'm terribly distracted by strange noises. Oh, this is another fellow. But he walked away. Leches. I am Leches. You seem to have learned a lot. You are still not my equal. What's the matter? Can't you take an insult, then challenge me? Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, yeah. Prepare to die. How strong is Les? Oh, I see. We've got to do it one-on-one, potentially. Is that right? Yeah, I think Lux has decided not to bother. Oh... No, defense down. Okay, that's fair. And okay, that's quite a hefty piece of damage. I suppose that's going to be. Although that was his spell, which. Okay, that was his attack. That was hefty. I think it's safe to say he's going to win. In fact, he's about to win now. Yes, that was that. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. This game has a nasty habit of allowing you to just put yourself into battles that can't really legitimately be won. So that's fun, but at least there's limited consequence. I suppose really I should probably buy more. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the amount of money I have, but interesting. Oh, G's. There we go. Yeah, I've just lost half my G's. So I'll tell you what, we're going to invest in... Because there's nothing else I can buy. I should have done it before. But hey, you live and learn from your mistakes. So I will do it now with the lesser gem of the Topaz. Go! Topaz Tiger! So we've now saved a bit of my gold from any further harm if I decide I am going to run roughshod onto more battles, but still. I didn't know he was going to be able to do 79 damage with one spell, did I? How am I supposed to know these things? Will you grant me a wish when you find the rune? Dream, that is, a secret. Yes. That is a secret. Hello! Can you tell me anything about Melanin? She's a lovely girl. I've heard of a great treasure. Whoops! I talk too much. No more talking. Fair dues, mate. Fair dues. Let's talk to this guy. If the person you choose turns you down, ask again after you fight several battles. People will look at you differently when you are more experienced. So maybe the girl just needs more, you know, she needs my biceps more bulging. Biceps bulge, don't they? Yes, I do. I paused on the word. I don't know what word was going through my brain at the time, but anyway. Civilization of Melanam flourished in ancient time. People believed it disappeared in the bottom of the ocean to the west. If you want to know more about it, go to Zelis. And I believe we decided Zelis was in the west, didn't we? I'm looking for a travel companion, but I'm having a tough time finding the right person. I need someone who knows the art of magic to compensate for my weakness. Where could I find such a person? Illudiuda. You know, Illudiuda, I think, is some kind of priest. She looks kind of priestish. So that's probably your best bet. She's in the item shop, I believe. When I was younger, I dreamt of hunting the rune. Good for you, man. Good for you. So where was the fellow who told me about Zelis? And was it to the west? Mate, I want to... I'm trying... Thanks. Cheers, buddy. I'm trying to get to the inn. It was this guy here, was it not? A very interesting job is available in Zelis, located in the west. Okay. Let us just save the state once more. Because why not? After I lost all my money, why not save the state after that? As I say, I didn't particularly want to sort of restart it. But yeah, if I want to go west, I'm going to have to go south in order to then go west, unless my direction is absolutely off. But never eat shredded meat, unless, as I say, maybe that's not how it works. But one assumes they've made it relatively simple. I like him, Punchy, and we are the crew of the Punchy Punchers. This is glorious. I mean, admittedly, by all their advice, I fucked up because ultimately he is not compensating for a weakness. But I quite like the fact that we are just prop man rot. Man rot seat good. Not a thing, but nevertheless, I quite like the fact that we are the Punching Brothers, and that's fun for all the family. Boy Hasbro's Punching Brothers. It's fun for all the family. Just watch them punch each other in the face repeatedly, over and over again, all day long. So let's keep punching. Let's keep punching. Everybody loves punching. Okay, nobody loves icicles to the face. Fortunately, I dodged them. Punchy. I feel like Lux must have possibly the single biggest dick and balls in all of creation, because that is a wide stance. I mean, I feel like I should probably just widen that stance just to go, yeah. I'm a massive fuck off cock as well, you know. But yeah, my boy Lux is very wide stanced and very open footed there. He's got his feet splayed very far apart and very monkey-esque arms and shoulders. I imagine he probably wouldn't appreciate me saying all of this whilst we're standing there. It depends on what floats his boat. But yeah, no, I am right, aren't I? Never eat shredded wheat was never going to happen. That's northeast, southwest, I'm sure. There are several variants, I believe. Soggy wheat is one, I believe. Never eat soggy wheat or something along those lines, I think. Everywhere has their own sort of version of that, I think. But essentially it's 4 words that begin in N, E, S and W, so that you know the order of your compass points. So technically, we could make up our own one. No eagles, shit wombles. There you go. And I don't know, how many people know what a womble is? There may be people out there who don't know what a womble is. If you don't know what a womble is, be ashamed of yourself. Be very ashamed of yourself. What was the first word? We'll say it was naked, because that makes it even worse. Naked eagles, shit wombles. That's right. If it's a fully clothed eagle, they just shit. But if they're naked eagles shit wombles. I want that to catch on as a thing. Right, back to this car question, because we'll just finish it off. I tell you what, we'll sit on this screen for a moment where we finish this question off. Otherwise, we are never going to finish the question, and it's going to just keep churning away and never actually get anywhere. I like American muscle cars. Every American muscle car has... really has. Fuck. Dodge Charger! Thank you, brain, for finally getting the name. Dodge Chargers I quite like. You've got... I think, do Chevrolet have a couple? Or are they just the sort of sporty models? I'm not sure. Do you know, this is the thing. This is where, I don't know, maybe I should just admit I don't really have a car that I want. I don't know, but no, as I say, it's one of those ones where I know them kind of, but not quite. And when I see a car I like, I'm very much, if I see it and I like it, I like it. If I see it and I don't like it, I don't like it. It's very much a simplistic method for me. But Dodge Chargers I do quite like. Now, what the fuck is the one? I think it was... Oh, it was the Mustang! The Saints Row intro features what is approximately a Ford Mustang, but it was the Roush Edition Ford Mustang, specifically. But with custom extras and bits where the modelling was rubbish. So not quite perfect, but still, that's sort of... a little bit more towards the classic. The Ford Mustang is a nice car, but I also quite like the classic-y sort of Dodge Charger-y type. The big fronts and the sort of... I quite like white wall tyres as well, I suppose, technically. I tell you, if you really want to know the sort of car I like, probably best check out Saints Row 2. And to a lesser extent 3, but Saints Row 2 certainly, because I think a lot of the cars I liked were probably shown quite admirably there when I... Admittedly, I kind of pimped many a car, but I think I always probably favoured certain cars, and it was that kind of American muscle car, the classic American muscle car style. The car featured in Supernatural, again, I'm not entirely sure what make it is, but it's a very nice car, aesthetically. But as I say, the odds of me actually owning one, very, very slim, and the practicality of having what are essentially giant American muscle cars in very small streets, and the practicalities of, I think, again, this is where my understanding of clutches and gears and shit is lost somewhat, but whereas I know how to use a gear stick and clutch, and therefore I could easily... Oh yeah, I was discussing licenses. I don't think I never finished that point, did I? I don't think. Anyway, quickly, the license point from earlier. Just play catch up with earlier me. Hello, earlier me. This is the end of your thought track. If you have a normal license, you can drive a geared clutch-based car or an automatic car. However, if you go ahead and just license yourself as an automatic driver, you cannot drive a clutch gear-based car. I mean, technically they're all gear-based, I think. So we'll go with automatic or manual. If you get licensed on a manual, you can drive manual or automatic happily, because automatic is automatic and you still know the manual method. If you just go for an automatic license, you cannot therefore drive a manual, because theoretically you haven't been taught how to drive a manual. And I don't know how the American license system works, but I get the impression most Americans have automatic cars in general. And again, linking that idea of how to drive manual stuff, I think that old muscle car, whether it has a clutch or not, I fucking don't know. I don't know how these cars work. If you push an accelerator and it goes vroom vroom and it gets you from A to B, I'm happy. That's as far as my knowledge goes. But certainly there is the stick on the... I'm doing the motion. doing the motion. It's insane. Insanity personified. That would be me. But it's on the steering wheel, I think, isn't it? It's like a stick on the steering wheel. And possibly that's where stick shift comes from. But then again, we call gear stick and gear knob the little thing that's down to the side of us. Somewhere, there's an answer to your question. You might have to piece it together through this bizarre array of strange statements, but somewhere deep inside the crazy ramblings of a madman, you probably have the answer you seek. I'm not much of a car lover, I'm not much of a car fan, but then again I do to a certain extent appreciate their aesthetics. It's why I rather enjoyed a programme with a man called Philip Glenister called For the Love of Cars, because he's more of a sort of petrol head type than I am, certainly, but he's a little bit closer to me in that he didn't exactly show himself to be a phenomenal driver, nor did he show himself to be a phenomenal sort of knowledgeable person of the actual cars, but he loves their appearance and their iconography and stuff like that. So I'm a little bit like that. I like the aesthetics. I reached level 11! Sweet! So all my stuff is rising up to the song here. Insert a fucking song. It's the best thing to do. So I'm not much of a petrol head, but I do kind of like the aesthetics of certain cars, i.e. American muscle cars, and I did mention the sort of large trucks, the kind of, I believe Challenger is a truck, I think, and the bloke over the road from me has a nice pick-up-y truck, that sort of half-truck type thing I quite like as well. And here we are with Zealous, marvellous, we are in Zealous, this is spectacular news. Why is it they've separated the weapons and armour shop this time and put in a large space? Hi, yes, I'm making full use of your extra large space, just because it's there, and you have to. Hello, I have a large space in the back of my shop that I'm not using for anything. What would you like? Okay, so again, from my understanding, it really doesn't look like there's anything here I can buy. Plus, I haven't got the money, so although I can obviously sell my jewels, as it were, and again, none of them seem to have a fist icon. So, and I quite like my boy Lux, whether he can equip a weapon or not. I quite like the idea of him punching everything, because it's kind of what I do. Although, admittedly, as the alien, I seem to claw things, technically. However, I do quite like the idea of, punching everything. I'm afraid I can't help you. Please ask someone else. Well, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you and fuck your donuts. This guy's got a huge amount of backspace as well. Okay, so we've got the extra... We've now got a Kryn. Now, theoretically, I should be able to equip this Kryn, and one would assume it's going to be better than the X-Tree. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell one Topaz Tiger. Oops, no, not the sell menu again, please. Buy menu, please. Thank you. And, right, what I'd like you to have is the Kryn, please. You... Okay, game! I'm fed up, game. I don't like it anymore, game. I don't like it. So no, I can't apparently equip that. So do the X's mean what I think the X's mean? What X's usually mean? Okay, let's just... You can't equip a pist. No, I don't want a pist, then. Right, so I think the X's must mean I can't equip it. That's fair enough. I've picked the two characters who are awkward fuckers who have decided no equipment is good enough for me. I'm not going to equip anything. Even though clearly in my status screen, it's quite clear I have an X-Tree. Which, if you buy from the shop, it's quite clear that the extra is actually a shield. But apparently I can't upgrade my shield to another shield. This is the House of Healing! I don't need any healing, thank you. Because Lux is clearly alive, he is wandering around behind me like the gorilla he is, and I don't need any cures from poison. This was a deserted town until the ruins of Melanam became a sensation. Now we have many people visiting the town from the continent. That's delightful.